Monday Night Raw. This show. This freaking show, folks. I don't know what to say sometimes. You know what? I really don't when it comes to this show. I'm not sure whether to call it bad every week or even good. Could it be the worst wrestling show out of the week, as some would say? Maybe, depending. If it's a good day or a bad day, I'm not really sure, because it's more bad than good than what I see from Monday Night Raw nowadays. And oh, trust me, there's gonna be a lot to say about this show. Cause what do we kick it off as we try to go into to the Royal Rumble and whatnot? How do we build into this? But first off, we did open up the show with a video tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. It is MLK Day today, and that was a very great video package, which usually is every year they do, on this holiday. So it was a very great video package of him. But we do kick off Monday Night Raw, though, with Randy Orton, or I should say now, the Luchador, formerly known as Randy Orton, Orton, or this Phantom of the Opera, whatever he's trying to be. And it's like, you can see he's got like burn parts on his face, but it's probably makeup. And he goes on and does this 10-minute promo then. Talk about the voices have gotten louder. And talk about he was burned in the face last week. And, it's the damnation. But, he's trying to show compassion and whatnot. And then that fireball was shot in his eyes. Now he has to wear this mask, the shield from the horror that has endured. And, he feels lucky because that fireball could have disfigured his face. But he doesn't blame Alexa Bliss for what she did. He blames him, the Fiend, for what happened here. And he sent him straight to hell. But no doubt that the Fiend is responsible for this happened. And that Alexa Bliss is nothing but a vehicle. Basically a puppet in a way. And that's not going to stop him from the inevitable. Basically it showed, well, I guess he was by like a TV screen or something. And it showed him winning both the 2009 and 2017 Royal Rumble matches, which he did win. And he says, everyone in the locker room enjoyed seeing his flesh burn last week. But now, they all thought he was going to be out of the Royal Rumble. But no, he said he's still going to be in the Royal Rumble match. And, he's going to enjoy the pain he's going to inflict on everybody. And he even pulled out a book of matches then. And he's going to burn everybody's Royal Rumble dreams to ashes. And he will go on to main event WrestleMania once again. And that was the end of the promo. So, what to take from this? How far are we willing to go in this whole Orton-Wyatt Bliss feud, huh? How far are we willing to go? Because I have no clue. I really don't. And given what I have saw here, this Luchador Orton, or some would say the SmackDown versus Raw video game when he was dressed in a mask. I think that was the '07 one. There's a lot to say, but he had a mask. I thought he was a luchador. Like, this is Randy Orton's new gimmick now. Orton, man. This is the wrestler, the luchador formerly known as Randy Orton. This is his new gimmick. It's some long-term storytelling, I think. And we're going to see where this goes. But, yeah, folks. Or he's the Destroyer. Yeah, he's the Destroyer. Look him up. Trust me. But yeah, Randy Orton, man, he's changed gimmicks, folks. He now has a mask on. It's probably not even him, it's a luchador. So, this is his new gimmick. Or it's like the Phantom of the Opera now. He's just waiting to pull out the crescendo of whatever he's talking about. Okay? So, this story, man, I don't know how far we're willing to go with this. But yeah, they disfigured his face, and now he is wearing a mask. So, Randy Orton, he may join the Lucha House Party, for all I know. We then went to, Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. Tri Crucial talked about how Flair turned on his own kid. Rick was about to say something, but Lacey Evans says, listen, there's a reason why he's the dirtiest player in the game, and she's learning from him and how to beat Charlotte and whatnot. We didn't get Charlotte versus Peyton Royce, which I'm surprised this match even went this long. Throughout this match, I'm sure everybody talk about the gif with, Bliss, not Bliss, but Peyton Royce yelling in Charlotte's face. Ric Flair came out at one point, his music hit, and the next thing you know, Lacey Evans comes out and wears Ric Flair's robe, styling and profiling, basically, just strutting around the ring and whatnot. Charlotte got distracted, but Charlotte was still able to beat Peyton Royce with the figure eight for the win and even holding it and whatnot before letting go. So, yeah. Listen, I know everybody says this is just like the Tori Wilson, Al Wilson, and Dawn Marie thing. I've already seen it, but no, like I said last week, this is Ric Flair. He can pull anybody for all I know, even though he's married. But yeah, he can pull anything. But I don't know where this is gonna keep going. But I guess it's gonna be Evans and Flair or Charlotte at one point, and to wherever this is going to go. Okay, so yeah, he turned on his own kid. Where will this go? And why was this match with Peyton Royce that long? Because, to be honest, it wasn't really that good also. Next, they had the Hurt Business walking in. It was Matt Riddle's talking about all of them. And I know he called Bobby Lashley Slobby Bobby and Cedric something. And then next thing you know, Lashley said, you like to wear flip-flops, huh? And you shouldn't wear those. And Bobby Lashley steps on his feet. But if you look close enough, he never even stepped on his feet, and, Riddle falls to the ground, say he's going to put his foot up his ass or the flipper up his ass. And just like, go back and look. Go back and look at that in slow motion, too. Everybody was talking about this tonight. When Lashley, supposedly steps on Matt Riddle's foot, he doesn't even hit his foot. He just hits the freaking ground. You could clearly see it as day, okay? So, yeah, just didn't even step on his foot. Xavier Woods went against Mace or Dio Madden. Mustafa Ali cut a promo, pre-tape promo, talking about how Kofi Kingston may not even make it to the Rumble because he has a broken jaw. And, he knows how it feels like to have somebody take his spot, which, honestly, you gotta remember, like 2 years ago, Mustafa Ali, he got hurt, and he was kind of supposed to allegedly go for the WWE Championship, but that whole spot went to Kofi then, so that actually makes sense in his promo. As for this match with Woods and Mace, this wasn't really a good match. Woods tried to carry this, I'll give him that. But the finish looked very bad. It was very sloppy. I don't even know what the finish, I guess like a TKO or something, but it looked really bad on Woods that he dropped them, and they didn't even replay it again. So, yeah, it's Woods versus Retribution right now for some reason. Don't know where it's going to go, but since, Kofi's hurt and Big E's on SmackDown, so we'll see what happens with this. Next they played the WrestleMania announcement, which they played from Saturday. I've actually got a chance to finally sit down and watch this. This was actually pretty funny. Hugh can't see me. That wasn't bad. I liked how Roman was like, I ain't make nothing, okay? So just do an announcement. But they basically, Triple H, Stephanie, Heyman, Sasha Banks, Cena, and Roman, they were all in this segment. And basically talk about what WrestleMania is going to be for the next 3 years. This WrestleMania coming up. Next year's WrestleMania and the one in Hollywood, which I see got moved, I guess when they finish that stadium. But WrestleMania this year is still going to be at Raymond James Stadium, okay, where it was supposed to be last year. But due to the pandemic, which is still currently going on right now, WrestleMania somehow is still going to be in the stadium. Last year, it was due to last minute. That's why I was in the Performance Center, but it still ended up happening. Now, there's a question in all of this. Will there be fans at WrestleMania this year, or will we have a giant stadium that basically looks like the Thunderdome? Someone would hope maybe fans would be involved, but I don't know if I see that happening, to be honest, with WrestleMania coming up. But they still want to do that venue. They really want to do that venue. So somehow, some way they're going to do it. It's either going to look like the Thunderdome, or you're going to have maybe, 10% of fans? I'm not really sure. As for the next 2 dates for WrestleMania, going back to Dallas and Hollywood, which was supposed to be this year, some would say again, will there be fans? I'm confident enough that there will be fans by next year, maybe. But, hey, that depends how this virus continues to go. Because it's looking horrible right now, okay? This virus ain't nothing to fuck with right now, all right? That shit looking real bad out here. But would be confident enough to say that, Mania will have fans. But this year, I'm not even sure myself. But we'll see. Next, we got Alexa's Playground segment, which her guest was Asuka, talking about Randy Orton at first, I advise you get some sunblock. And I'm looking at this segment between Asuka and Alexa Bliss. I'm thinking to myself is this. Who is going to out crazy who here? Hold on a second. Dog. That way. Trying to chew something up again. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, who's going to out crazy who here? So yeah, Asuka came in, double champ, and she was gonna sit down, but Bliss says, no, you can't sit there, okay? Asuka, basically saying, okay, I'll just wave then, and Bliss is still talking to the invisible person. And she even said that she's going to be in the Royal Rumble match because, as I said before, you can just declare yourself in the Royal Rumble match. You don't even have to compete or qualify. You could just say, I'm entering myself in the Royal Rumble because everybody gets to be in the Royal Rumble. That's all you got to do, okay? But as she said that, she said she's going to win. And she's going to take the title from Asuka at WrestleMania. Asuka said, "Oh, it would be an honor, man. I'm a big fan of what you're doing. Yowie wowie." And Bliss said, "No, you cannot say it. You need to apologize right now. Don't ever say that again." Asuka, no, it's all good. When she started speaking in Japanese, then her music played and Asuka did her dance, and Bliss told her to stop it, and that he is not happy what's going on right now. And Asuka, Bliss that everything's gonna be cool. It's all good. And the Fiend is here, and then Bliss said, "Don't say his name." And basically, she got on a little toy pony horse or whatnot, a rocking horse. I'm sure there's a genuine joke in the making with the song Pony. I feel like that's a joke for some reason. That could end up on Botchamania now that I think about it. But yeah, she rocked on her little horse before leaving. So yes, who tried to out crazy who here in this segment? Bliss or Asuka? I don't know. But we'll be back for that match later on, which I'm surprised that was even the main event. Next, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville came out. Baszler and Nia Jax were doing a promo. Baszler, talking about how she took out Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke last week and whatnot. And that, she's going to do the same thing in the Royal Rumble match, which we got Shayna Baszler and Mandy Rose. Again, I feel like I've seen this match one too many times and whatnot. Basically, Nia Jax was on commentary, who sounded very bored. Baszler ended up winning again and beating Mandy Rose. How many times have we seen that? Kara flew the clutch. Nia Jax basically started arguing with Baszler. Didn't say, "Oh, you can do this without me. You can do this without me." Dana Brooke does some drop kick from the back onto Nia Jax, knock her into Baszler. Then as both women fell to the ground as Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke got a dodge. So don't know where this is leading for Mandy Rose and them, since they let her get beat by Baszler almost every week, or unless they get that fluke win like Brooke did onto Baszler and whatnot. But we'll see where it goes. They got the snake oil salesman known as Jeff Jarrett to say something about the Goldberg and Drew match. Fuck him, to be honest. He's a snake oil salesman, but he predicted Goldberg to win. Global Force. What a joke. But next, what else we got here? Nia Jax and Baszler talk about how they never got their rematch for the tag title, so they want their tag title rematch, which Nia Jax agreed upon. All right, yeah, we do need our rematch back. Charlotte was in the back then, talking about how Lacey Evans is trying to attach herself to her dad and try to become the dirtiest player in the game. And Charlotte says she's learned everything from the dirtiest player in the game, but she's never gone down that path. I could have swore Charlotte's already gone down that path already. But, there's so many times she could take that much crap and whatnot. But, Lacey may be wearing her dad's role, but she can never take the crown. So I could have swear Charlotte's mostly learned everything from Rick and even gone down that path. But, hey, you never turn your back on the dirtiest player in the game. Adam Pearce was in the back with Ricochet, as basically Ricochet had to earn his spot into the Royal Rumble match, which doesn't really make sense because Bliss earlier tonight said she declared herself in there, but apparently Ricochet had to earn his. Next thing you know, AJ Styles and them show up as Ricochet, you already had your title shot. Then they started making some jokes about the Notebook and 51st dates, and Styles says he's going to humiliate him and whatnot. And as Ricochet came out, AJ Styles says, "I don't like you, and if I don't like you, my friend Osmos doesn't like you." And then it was a stare down before, the commercial. Next, we did get AJ Styles versus Ricochet, which probably was the best match out of this entire night, especially the finish of this match, which I really did like also. I know Ricochet ain't really got a lot going on, to be honest, but I enjoyed this match. But damn, that Styles clash was fucking cold, okay? When Ricochet bounced off the freaking because Ricochet was going to do like a springboard. AJ caught him. He suplexed him back onto the ropes. And then, Ricochet bounced off the ropes then, which AJ caught him and then hit a Styles Clash. That was some cold shit. I like that. That was, like I said, was the best match out of the night, and that was a cold-ass finish. So, that's something I did like out of the night was AJ Styles doing that Styles Clash. That was cool. Next, Miz and Morrison, they were out there to do the dirt sheet. Their guest was Goldberg, which ended up being Gilbert. It's good to see Gilbert back, to be honest, though. I heard Gilbert had some health problems recently. I think it was a heart attack, if I'm not mistaken. But I know he had some health problems, so I'm glad he's back on his feet, and he is doing okay, though. But Gilbert was back. Of course, he has his fake pyro with the security guards and whatnot. They brought him to the ring. They asked him, what are you going to do to prepare for this match? Gilbert talking about banging his head on the wall to hype himself up until Drew McIntyre's music hit, which we know he's on quarantine right now. But we had a guy dressed as him then, and he tried to come out to do his Scottish accent, lad. I'm going to knock Goldberg. I'm going to knock your ass back into 1998, lad. Okay? So, yeah. That's how I can do a Scottish accent right there. Okay? You got to go sound like, I don't know, mate. Where's it gonna go? And then, he said cut because, it wasn't good enough. Should I do it again? And, Morrison, no, this is how you gotta do it. Hey, I gotta give John Morrison some credit. He can do a damn good Scottish accent, lad. Okay, it's better than what I'm doing right now, but, like, lad, he's got to do it, man. He's got to be like Braveheart. They can never take away our freedom! Or something like that, lad. I'm doing my best, mate. I'm not good with the Scottish accent. Maybe if I look at some trail videos of the Call of Duty, maybe I learned some, lad. You understand what I mean? It's Scottish. Yeah. Scottish, mate. It's freaking Scottish. But, Miz and Morrison started to argue, and he says, I told you, where'd you get this actor? He said, Jersey. He says, the best actors come from New York, Los Angeles, and Cleveland. Morrison like, Cleveland? And then Gilbert started doing his, tongue thing and whatnot. Miz and Morrison told him to shut up and get back on your mark. And basically says none of these guys are going to win the Royal Rumble. Correct! And whatnot. And that Miz says he is the Money in the Bank contract winner. And he's going to become the WWE champion. Because he says, I'm the Miz and I'm next. So, yeah, this segment was halfway funny to me. Some would say this was horrible comedy and it fucking sucked, which I could agree upon. But I thought this was halfway funny. The Scottish action thing was actually pretty funny, okay? Even seeing Gilbert was halfway funny. I thought the second one was halfway funny. Still was bad, but it was halfway funny, okay? Halfway. Yeah, but now we move on into the next part of the show. We now move on to the head business versus Matt Riddle and the Lucha House Party, lad. Where's it gonna go? Now, okay. Most of this match was Cedric Alexander arguing with Shelton Benjamin and Lashley and, MVP just kind of getting pissed by this, which I don't know why they have the Hurt Business already fighting each other. These guys haven't even been holding all the gold that long. Honestly, I don't even think they've been a team for a freaking year, and you're already trying to break them up already. We know this company doesn't really like tag teams in general, but it's like they're arguing mostly throughout the entire match until Lashley was like, fuck this shit, tagged himself in, put Grand Metalik in the damn Hurt Lock, won, and told him to break this shit up, end it right now. Matt Riddle ended up attacking Lashley from behind as they started to chase after Riddle, but Riddle got away. So, yeah, I don't know why they got Cedric, which I feel like they may kick him out, which would be a very bad idea. I don't know why they have these guys arguing with each other right now, okay? I don't see why they're trying to do that. They're one of the best things on this damn show. Let's get that straight off the bat. They are arguably one of the best things on here. So that'd be a horrible idea to break the Hurt Business up. Very horrible. So that would make no sense. But, other than wherever that's going to go with Riddle and Lashley, and hopefully these guys still remain as a team. What was next? Let me check a message on my phone real quick. Next though. Elias was talking to Riker, Gunner in the back about last week, saying we gotta get on the same page and whatnot. And Ricochet says, you told Elias you coming out there tonight, right? Are you gonna interfere in my match tonight? And Elias is like, no. And talk about the whole Universal Truth thing. And before they went on to the next part, I know they had a message from Drew McIntyre, basically still in his home gym. Even though he has the virus right now, he said that Miz and Morrison are still clowns and whatnot, and he respects Goldberg, and he saw the intensity when he pushed him on the ground, and he wants him to bring it at the Royal Rumble, and he will be on Monday Night Raw next week, so I'm assuming the quarantine will be done. It'll be 14 days at that point. But next, though, we got Jeff Hardy versus Gunnar Jackson Ryker. Did we see this shit last week? Did we see Jeff Hardy versus Elias like a month ago? Wasn't Jeff Hardy getting beat up by Bobby Lashley almost like 3-4 weeks in a row? Damn near tapping out, and I thought that was going to lead into something, but it didn't. So now we're doing just Jeff Hardy, Elias again, which is just another, which most of the half of the show is rehash feuds, but we're rehashing a feud. The only difference that you put Gunnar in there, and it ends up in a DQ because Elias got involved, and then Gunnar got pissed, and Jeff ended up in with the twist of fate and getting out of the ring, and that was it. So I don't know. I don't know. That shit was bad, okay? In the main event, though, yes, the main event, Asuka, Alexa Bliss. First half of the match, it goes into something. A match. Then next thing you know, the lights go out. And then when the lights go out, it goes to commercial. It did, I guess, throughout the entire commercial, we do a whole wardrobe change to make Alexa Bliss look more goth for some reason now. Now she's supposed to be like the Fiend, and then all the lights are somewhat black, and everything's all dark now, apparently. And then Asuka is just hitting Bliss with moves, and now now all of a sudden, Bliss can go toe-to-toe with Asuka. She gets her ass kicked halfway first, all smiley and everything, but now we can have to believe that she can, go toe-to-toe with Asuka in no sell all of a sudden. And Asuka is very worried of what's going on until she just starts putting on like a flurry of moves onto Bliss. Even, she does the whole crab walk thing. Bliss does, the pose and whatnot. Tries to put the mandible claw in. Asuka gets out of it. She tries to come back with several more punches, and kicks and everything. But Bliss ended up in the Sister Abigail onto Asuka and beating her clean. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be pissed the fuck off, which I'm sure everybody's talking about that right now, and is mostly in some type of a rage mode. And then all of a sudden the lights go back to normal, and then we get a normal Alexa Bliss, and all the lights are all cool again, and then we get to Let Me In. And so, yeah, what can I say about this? Now, yes, I call bullshit at the end of this, but then, as some people told me, yes, this is almost like Wyatt and Seth. Seth can beat up the regular Bray Wyatt, but when it comes to the fucking Fiend, you gotta hit that motherfucker with damn near like, 100 weapons or 100 finishers to beat him. And that's kind of what happened right here. Okay? So from a, gimmick character standpoint, yeah, I get that's because it's pushing the story and whatnot. Okay? Like I said, we've seen this before with Bray Wyatt, with Seth, or anybody he's faced, that hey, you may get regular Bray Wyatt, but then all of a sudden Fiend is unstoppable. And that's kind of with Bliss right now. It's like regular Alexa Bliss or happy-go-lucky Bliss, and then we get Fiend version of Alexa Bliss. So, yeah, I'm sure, like I said before, I'm sure motherfuckers are very pissed off that, hey, why is Bliss pinning Asuka clean, which is just pissing a lot of motherfuckers off right now and having a meltdown about it. I can already tell who, and I know people that are having it right now. But even I look confused by it, but at the same time, even someone else told me, JT Dangerously, shout out to him. He said that, hey, Bliss has competition now. So, yeah, that's what we got here, folks. This is what the fuck we got. But, yeah, this freaking show, come on, it's Raw is just, I don't fucking know. Okay? And I'm looking at my phone while talking about how bad this show may have been. But, hey, man, USA wanted a lot of changes, man. They wanted more adult-oriented content, I should say. Will the ratings go up from this? I don't know. Alright? The best thing, goddamn, that I liked throughout this whole show was what AJ doing that freaking cool-ass, Styles Clash. That was cool. I like that. A lot of the rest of this show, man, this was bad. But, hey, man, we still got a go-home show next week. We still do. somehow, some way, that'll get through somehow. I don't know, but we gonna see what comes from that. All right, but tell me, what do you think about Monday Night Raw, huh? What do you think about this show? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was some bullshit? Did you like anything? And I mean anything from this freaking show. Like, I want to know. Just tell me. But I don't know where they're gonna keep going with this. I'm almost surprised Randy Orton didn't even show up in the end and do something about it. I feel like he will be on the Go Home show next week. I can see that happening, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, folks, that's my Monday Night Raw review. This show, whoo, as my friend Kyle said, new writers, but man, we've been hearing that shit for a long time. Yes, we could go to the whole let's blame Vince McMahon, which, yes, that is true. But I'm still putting the writers into this shit also. But come on, man, we hire people that don't know shit about wrestling. So I'm not even going to get into that conversation right now because I've talked about it many times in the past before. But I'm not going to go into that. But my friend Kyle even told me tonight, yeah, this show needs new writers. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but yeah, man, that's the end of this show. So yeah, that main event though, like I said, I could go into a bigger rage and rant about this. I really could if I wanted to. But like I said, I've already explained. People had to inform me in a way about this, so in a way I get it, but at the same time, still some bullshit in a way though, but this has happened before. But other than that though, that is my Monday Night Raw review. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Check out any review that's up online right now. Check out my Hard to Kill review from last Saturday that is up online right now. Great pay-per-view from Impact. We will be back tomorrow night with the Fallout show of Impact from Hard to Kill on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to what they got going on tomorrow night, okay? So other than that, I am done with this review. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out.